Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. Alright, you guys like the direction that my channel is headed in, the content I'm dropping on a daily basis. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos with anybody you think may benefit from them, alright? Now, today's topic is going to be about the 7 chakras. So, I know you guys have probably heard about this, Kundalini energy and all of this stuff that basically goes up your spine and awakens you with Christ consciousness. Alright, so where I got this information from, you guys can find in the description box below. But basically, let's go ahead and get started. So, chakras have only recently became well known with the growth of popularity with yoga and New Age philosophies. It's basically a complex, ancient energy system that originated in India, and it's first mentioned in the Vedas, which are ancient sacred texts of spiritual knowledge dating from 1500 to 1000 BC. So this stuff is old news, you know what I mean? And people had an understanding of it, and they used it to basically spiritually ascend in their life. And it has to do with health and balance in your life. All right. So chakras are basically wheels of energy that are located in certain parts of the body. They could be thought of as spinning discs, which should stay open, aligned, since they correspond to bundles of nerves, major organs, and areas of our energetic body that affect our emotional and physical well-being. We're estimated to have about 114 different chakras, but 7 main ones run along the spine. And the thing is, like, I'm going to go into detail about each one of the chakras, but, this stuff is actually true. It's like a science that mainstream Western philosophy doesn't really, let's say, talk about. But just because Western countries don't understand it doesn't mean that Eastern countries, African countries, and old ancient civilizations haven't figured out a lot of the stuff. Like, I want y'all to get something out of y'all head that, just because some white scientists in America didn't say, oh, this is what's up, that it's just now null and void. Like, no. Studies of astrology, numerology, all this stuff they'll consider pseudoscience, but all the ancient civilizations from back in antiquity would sit there and have a whole culture that's based on it, and their culture thrived and did way more stuff than our current culture today. So, like, get your mind out of the fact that, or get your mind off of the attitude or the viewpoint that if it hasn't been accepted by mainstream Western scientists and philosophers, that it's now null and void. Like, there are civilizations that have existed thousands of years ago, and they still have monuments and things that exist in the modern day. And you can go back and research it and find out that most of the stuff that we know in the Western world has actually just been copied, plagiarized, repackaged, and resold to you as a new culture. But actually, they're just taking it from old cultures who had a lot of powerful and insightful knowledge that we're just now coming of age to find now. Real quick, we're in the age of Aquarius. Okay, so think about the Aquarius. It's a man pouring water. Man representing masculine principles, i.e. logic, and water representing the flow of new information. So we came out of the age of Pisces, which is all about mysticism, religion, occult, hierarchies, intuition, and believing. Hence why the mantra for Pisces is I believe. And I want y'all to think about the word believe. It has lie written right in the middle. So over the last 2,000 years, which is the estimated time for each age, each astrological sign represents an age. Like, this stuff is getting real crazy right now, and I'm getting ready to get back into the chakra shit. But I just want y'all to understand, in 2012, the Mayans predicted that it was going to be the end of the world. No, they were saying it was the end of the age where everybody's been deceived by religion, and not necessarily religion itself, but by people who control those religions for their own malicious purposes of taking over the world, or by conquering and raping and pillaging from nearby states and countries. And we're coming out of that age. Aquarius represents futuristic thinking, represents challenging the status quo, represents like thought over emotion. Like, talk to an Aquarius. Most of the time, they're not going to be very emotional. You know what I mean? They're going to be more rational and forward thinking. So, the age is represented by Aquarius, and the mantra behind Aquarius is I know. So, there's going to be a return to the mentality that knowledge is more important than belief. So, people are going to start researching old ancient philosophies that contributed to the development of past civilization, and they're going to implement it now. So hence, like, even what I said in the first paragraph about how like people are now starting to get into yoga, holistic health, they're starting to get away from all this processed food, they're starting to question the validity of what's being told to them from the media, from government. Like, people are starting to wake up. There's a frequency that's coming with the age of Aquarius, and it kind of fits into people understanding the chakras, even though this stuff is old ass news. You see what I mean? So that's neither here nor there. Let's just jump into the chakras. So first, you have the root chakra. All right, it's located at the base of the spine and the tailbone area, and it's red in color. The meaning behind this chakra is physical identity, stability, housing, food, work, and safety. Also being grounded. So this is kind of like something that represents just, think of it like an anchor. This is what you stand on. This is the square that you're standing on as a person, as an individual. All right. When it's blocked, you'll notice arthritis, constipation, bladder and colon issues physically. And mentally or emotionally, you may have insecurities about money or your basic needs and your well-being. All right. When the root chakra is aligned and open, you feel grounded, secure, and that's physically and emotionally safe. The sacral chakra is just below the belly button, okay? It's right above the pubic bone, and its color is orange. The meaning of it is sexuality, pleasure, and creativity. When it's blocked, you have problems with the associated organs, such as urinary tract infections, lower back pain, and impotency. When it's open and aligned, you have positive feelings of self-worth around pleasure, sexuality, and creativity. Now, side note, I just talked about the root and the sacral chakra. Notice that society, especially Western society, is hell-bent on keeping you in your sacral and root chakra. Always making you feel like you're not good enough. Always making you feel like your life is not where it needs to be. Always making you feel trapped in this consumer culture. Buy this and you'll feel better. You need to drive this car. You need to follow this celebrity. You need to be like this. You need to be like that. You're never good enough. So you always feel unsure, ungrounded, unsafe, not stable, right? And then you got pornography everywhere. You got sexuality. It's just hypersexual. Everybody's trying to keep you in your sacral chakra so that you never rise above that, have control of your sexuality, and get to your crown chakra, which I'm going to come to. Interesting though, right? So you have your solar plexus chakra. All right, this is in the upper abdomen or stomach area. It's yellow in color. The meaning is self-esteem, confidence. When blocked, you feel pessimistic, nervous. You have digestive issues like ulcers, heartburn, eating disorders, and indigestion. This is the chakra of personal power. When it's aligned and open, you feel a high self-esteem, confidence, and willpower. So isn't that funny? They keep you in your first two chakras so that you never ascend, take responsibility for yourself, feel confident, enlightened, and powerful, and proceed to make changes in your life that will benefit you. Heart chakra. All right, this is the center of the chest just above the heart. It's green in color. The meaning of it is love and compassion. You see how the higher you get in the chakras, it becomes like more imperative for that human when they rise that they'll just become a better human, and they'll have better qualities that they could implement in their life and change the world around them on an individual level. So think about if everyone was focused on, let's say, balancing and opening their chakras. Wouldn't the whole entire world by default become better? Something to think about. When your heart chakra is blocked, you'll have fatigue, high blood pressure, heart problems, asthma, and weight issues. Emotionally, these people will put others first to their own detriment. So we all know like people who are real nice and don't really even have anything to offer, but they put themselves into a position where they prioritize the health and success or wealth of others first before their own. When misaligned, the person feels jealous, anger, lonely, insecure, and isolated. Opposite holds true when everything's aligned and balanced. The person will feel harmony, self-acceptance, forgiveness, and feel open and willing to trust. So number 5 chakra is the throat chakra. It's, of course, located in the throat, and it's blue in color. The meaning is communication, as you can imagine. So when it's blocked, the person may have OCD, toothaches, voice and or throat issues, problems with their teeth, gums, or mouth. In practice, a blockage or misalignment is seen through dominating conversations, gossiping, speaking without thinking, trouble speaking your mind. When aligned, you will speak and listen with compassion, will feel confident since you're being true to yourself and with your words. And you may also have good creative expression, dropping wisdom, and you'll have organizational skills. All right, now, the last 2, probably most important chakras right here are the third eye chakra. This is your number 6 one. It's located between the eyes, like right here. You know what I'm saying? It's indigo in color, and the meaning is intuition, imagination, and it's also called the seat of the soul. All right. When it's blocked, you're going to experience migraines, sleep disorders, nightmares, depression, schizophrenia, headaches, issues with sight and concentration, hearing problems, trouble listening to reality, and these are people like who are know-it-alls, who are like, I'm gonna make a video about cognitive dissonance, but some people like their whole mind is just blocked to anything that is a new information coming their way. They think one way, you suggest, hey, well, this has been proven right here, and then no. It's like, dude, you got a fucking blocked third eye chakra trying to act like you know everything. These people are not in tune with their intuition. But when your third eye chakra is aligned and open, you will follow your intuition. You can see the big picture of the world. You'll have psychic abilities, fearlessness, a strong memory, as well as imagination. So number 7, probably the most important chakra, is your crown chakra. It's located at the very top of your head. So think of it like a aura, because you do have an aura, you do have an energy field, and that energy field kind of starts with the crown chakra right above your head and goes in a circle. Some people consider it violet, but for the most part, on all the sites I've looked at, it's considered to be white. All right, and its meaning awareness, high intelligence. It's linked to all other chakras and organs, affects also the blood, brain, and the nervous system. This is considered the chakra of enlightenment and represents a connection to our life's purpose and spirituality. So that little small voice that's in your head when you meditate and you tune everything out, that voice that inherently knows everything that you're supposed to be doing in your life, has to do with your crown chakra. What else? When it's blocked, you'll experience skin rashes, acne, depression, mental illness, narrow-mindedness. You'll be skeptical, confused, and stubborn. When your crown chakra is open and aligned, it'll help you to keep other chakras open, and it'll bring bliss and enlightenment, self-realization, and cosmic consciousness, hence Christ-like consciousness, right? Now, I find it interesting that you have the associated colors with all of the 7 chakras. And then notice that all of the food that God made, all of the, natural food that you can find in nature, funny how, it all has different colors. And those colors are associated with different chakras. So this is ancient science, you know what I mean? They won't tell you about how back in the day people were actually way stronger, way more healthy, and they had a more balanced diet because they knew what to eat. It wasn't processed foods. Egyptians weren't, or Cometians, I'm going to call it, because it's actually Kemet. Cometians weren't sitting here smacking down donuts and bullshit like that. Like, can you imagine if they had a way more rich diet and healthy foods that were found in nature? Now let's jump into how you can balance or realign your chakras with some of the foods. So your root chakra, notice that it's red. So you're going to eat red foods like pomegranate, beets, cranberries, and cherries to start. Of course, there's other foods that you can eat, but I'm just talking about the ones that correspond to the colors of the chakras. Number 2, you have your sacral chakra, which is orange. So eat orange foods like oranges, carrots, sweet potatoes, and turmeric. Your solar plexus is yellow. So you eat yellow foods, pineapple, yellow peppers, garbanzo beans, bananas, and even lemons will help to balance and align that chakra. Then you have your heart. Green represents the color. So you're going to eat green foods, leafy vegetables like kale, spinach, avocado, celery, kiwi, etc. Your throat chakra is blue, so you're going to eat blue foods like blueberries and blackberries. Your third eye chakra is purple. Eat purple foods, plums, eggplant, purple cabbage, red grapes, etc. And then your crown chakra is considered to be white, so you're going to eat white foods, coconuts, mushrooms, garlic, cauliflower, and of course onions. So, that's just like a brief breakdown of the chakras. I hope y'all got a benefit out of that. But just notice that, like, vegetarians, vegans, and anybody out there who is conscious about their diet, I eat meat, but for the most part, I kind of go away from it as time goes on. It's very beneficial for you to eat numerous colors, and all those colors have to do with the chakras. And by you working on your chakras, you can overall just improve as a person. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll holler back.